Today is indeed a very, very important day for a couple of reasons. One is we are formally ending the Cyber Awareness Month. And when we are talking about it, it becomes extremely important that the digital world that we are living in and the kind of dependence we have on both internet as well as intranet, uh, including phone LAN and things like that, the resilience of the internet and the safety, availability, and integrity of the entire experience is very, very critical. To that extent, the Center of Excellence in DNS security has done a wonderful job so far. Thank you for the kind support by Mighty, Mr. Santosh here, who will be addressing shortly. And Nixie, the CEO, Dr. Tyagi sir is also here. And we are collaborating because it is internet, it is a global thing. We are collaborating with a lot many organizations internationally. And we have from ICANN, Dr. Samiran Gupta. Thank you, sir, for joining today. And thank you all the participants from across industry, academia, government bodies, standards bodies, some of the student community who have joined the research community, scholars. This is really wonderful to see all of you here. And as I said, other than this Vigilance Awareness Week and cyber security, these are two things. But given that DNS is getting more and more prominence because of the various spoofing, phishing, many other things are possible. Because DNS is one service that is more like a may I help you, and whatever they tell, we listen, we agree. That is how we reach a website when the DNS resolver gives a solution. And the team has excellent experience of actually running a DNS resolver for quite some time. They will be sharing best practices. What can we do as an end user? What can we do as part of improving our own security posture with some of the tools that have been developed. And they will also share with you probably all the ideas and solutions and the resources that are available without any charges online for all of you to make use of. So that is really wonderful. And we really appreciate your time for joining today. And without too much ado, I'll hand over to the next set of speakers, because as I understand from METI, they are going to give an input on where we are headed to and what is the thought process at the government level. Given that the DPDP Act has been passed and the new regulations are coming, and the amount of digital currency and digital usage is increasing, and they all put the premium to this particular topic on DNS security. In addition to that, of course, CDAC is working on various cyber security related activities, which will be covered during the course of the day. But for the inaugural session, it is suffice to say that the support and guidance from Ministry of Electronics and IT and the entire ecosystem has helped us develop a number of solutions that our community can completely make use of. There is no need to reinvent the wheel. The experience learned is of very extremely high value. And I request all of you, having joined today, we create a dominoes effect by making use of all the available capability, and we are also ready to collaborate and learn from all of you. And if anybody wants to take any of the tools forward, we are welcome, both for as a service provider or as a TOT. So with that, I thank all of you for joining today, especially Dr. Tyagi, Dr. Gupta, and Sri Santosh ji. And we also have other speakers who are doing great. I'll hand it over back. Thank you, and wish.
Welcome you, sir. We request you to address the gatherings. Thank you, Dr. Balaji. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir. You are very much audible.
Okay, thank you so much. So, at the outset, let me congratulate the CDAC, Center, the Center of Excellence, for organizing this program today. ICANN's relationship with CDAC goes back possibly a decade, or if not a little longer than that. We consider CDAC to be one of our valuable global partners when it comes to, imparting knowledge and education, and also conducting local research on issues related to the DNS. I think I'd like to take a couple of minutes to just talk about how the importance of the DNS structure has evolved over the years, particularly what we've seen during and post the pandemic. I think the country has gone through a major level of. Am I still audible? Because I'm unable to see anyone.
Sir, you're audible, sir. I can hear you.
Thank you. So, as I was saying, post the pandemic, there's just been a major digital transformation globally, but even more so impactful in India. And at the heart of all of this is, understanding how the internet works. Dr. Sudarsan spoke about, the resiliency, safety, availability, and integrity of the internet, and so much of the work that goes on at this Center of Excellence that CDAC has is related to the same. And I compliment CDAC for hosting this training event. I'm sorry I'm unable to join in person, and also we were unable to provide a faculty this time, but I'm confident the next time around we will also be able to contribute a faculty member to the program. Lastly, I wanted to compliment the participants who have joined today. I wish you all the best, because again, in Dr. Sudarshan's words, the understanding how the internet performs and to keep it secure and stable is one of the most important tasks at this time. And once again, I wish everybody a successful program, and look forward to joining the next time you have such an event as well. Thank you, Dr. Balaji. Back to you.
Thank you very much. I'm connected through mobile since I was just on the way. But I see the enthusiasm and other things in this program. NICSI, along with the Ministry of Electronics IT, is fully committed to take this internet security part. Am I audible, Sudhakarji?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir. You are very much audible.
Yeah. So, NICSI, along with under the guidance of Ministry of Electronics IT, is fully committed to provide safe and secure internet to all the citizens. We are working with the CDAC, we are working with other stakeholders to take the steps and to achieve this goal. We had recently started to work on internet resilience along with NIC, and we had been able to come up with public DNS services for our country, which will be inaugurated very soon. And I feel that when those services will be, or DNS services, public DNS service will be provided, we'll be taking a leap ahead in vision. Another thing which NICSI is doing is basically that we are working for the universal access, and we are committed to that. In last year, we had made a huge progress, and I am very proud of that. But there is still a lot of work to be done, which we are committed and will be taking it forward. Another thing, Nixie, which we at Nixie we plan basically is that we are in talk with the ICANN and Simran. We had met I think few days back, and we had a further discussion on have a root server in our country, and Honorable MOS has also been helping us in achieving that goal. So we are fully committed. And another thing which Nixie is doing, that we have taken the internet research project wherein we'll be analyzing the DNS part of that and how the DNS is responding from different part of the country. And based on that, the Nixie will be proposing the corrective actions to be taken, that the next internet is accessible by one and all from every nook and corner of the country. So with these words, I congratulate CDAC. I congratulate everybody involved in this today's program and this awareness program, which will be making everybody feel that they are secure and safe under the guidance of Ministry of Electronics and IT. Thank you very much.
Santosh sir, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here. Hope I am audible. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir. Sir, here we have Mr. D Santosh, Scientist F from the Internet Governance of MIT Division. Sir has been very supportive for us throughout the tenure of this project, and he has been encouraging us in doing this work in the research on DNS. Sir, over to you, sir.
Yeah, so thank you, Gopinath, for the brief introduction. So good morning, all the participants over here, and this is a day for you. And I can see that there is a police officer also. So I will start with the issue from the law enforcement side on domain name system, which is called DNS. So as my previous speaker, who also has a same name, excuse me, who also has a same name, but written in a different way. So he has explained what is a plain text DNS and what are the encryption standard. So the thing is, I believe the participants mostly are from the Indian industry and Indian academia. And in case of Indian academia, you must have learned a bit in your computer BTech or in MTech classes about this encryption. Am I right? Can we have any response from any students over there? Have you heard about this? DOT and DOH? Now, who has made these standards? Who is responsible to come out with this kind of a standard? Another question, can we have a say in this type of standard? So, any answers? Unable to hear. Gopinath?
Yes, sir.
So, are the participants, have they heard about this? Who is responsible? Yeah, so maybe my previous speaker or earlier, all the speakers might have said. So, the Internet Engineering Task Force, which is IETF, which is part of the Internet ISTAR organization, is responsible for coming out with these standards. So the problem here is the Indian contribution. I again emphasize the Indian contribution towards this standard is very minimal, which is only 2.3%, right? So I urge all of you to understand which are these standards, how it is affecting people. Yes, it has many pros and cons. My previous speaker might have told about the privacy factor which bring in the encryption. That is well good, but he might have explained about DGAs, that is domain generating algorithm. Have he explained? So there are many algorithms which generate domain names randomly, say like 1000345.com 100. So it comes with many permutation combination by which the fraudulent people masquerade, right? They use it for fraudulent activities. So basically, I'm not going into deep. I'm just giving an overview that DNS abuse, domain name system abuse, has been and is being discussed across the globe. How to mitigate it? So there is another organization which is responsible for the domain names. They are responsible for the protocols as well as the DNS, which is called ICANN, which is Internet Corporation of Assigned Names and Numbers. Now, there too, the participation and contribution is very minimal. So the point which I would like to make it is that the domain name system abuse is a big problem, not only for India, but across the globe. So if you can Google it, or you can note it down. What is a DNS Abuse Institute? Okay, so there is a DNS Abuse Institute, which is mostly which is in Netherlands, I believe. So Netherlands is a country which are actively contributing towards DNS abuse. Okay, so can we have a DNS Abuse Institute in India, wherein which you people all can collaborate on it? I believe that you have the expertise, but there is only a few, few inputs to be provided to you so that you can, you can execute it. So in Netherlands and the countries like US, they have this Domain Name System Abuse Institute, which provides the data set that these are the domain names. So I believe domain names are the main tool which is used for fraudulent purpose. Okay, so I am thankful to CDAC Bangalore to have the training with the support of Ministry of Electronics and IT, as well as the National Internet Exchange of India, to provide you the training. And this training has to happen on a regularly basis, right? And through this training program, I would request all of you to go through ICANN, ICANN, just Google it later, and also IETF. A standard can be on with your name, because you might have written papers in IEEE. Similarly, you can write standards. Okay, that is IETF. So I'm leaving it with here, and this is a problem statement. And I believe that there will be a big industry coming on this, because cybersecurity, yes, it is a big issue, but domain name system is the major problem statement for the cybersecurity professionals. So all the best for all the trainees, and please learn it thoroughly so that you can be one of the master trainers and lead our country ahead on this mitigating DNS abuse. Thank you once again, and over to you, Gopinath.
Thank you very much, sir, for the encouraging words and emphasizing on the necessity of IETF, ICANN, and India's contribution to the internet drafts and protocols. Thank you very much, sir.